Hello everyone, welcome to this video tutorial. My name is Prosper. So in this video, I'm going to be walking you step by step how to create a Setmore account. So if you are new to this video, there are chances that you already have an idea what Setmore is. But if you don't know, Setmore is actually a free online appointment booking software. So either you are a business owner or you a service provider, and you need a software or a platform that can allow your customers or your clients to book for your services or to book an appointment with you, then Setmore comes highly recommended. It's actually a software that even with the free version, you are going to be getting a whole lot from it. I've done a video where I went through all of the features that the software offers. So, but in this particular video, I'm going to be walking you step by step how to create an account with Setmore, how to create your list of services that your customers or your clients can book an appointment on, and every other setup that you need to do so that you can get started with using Setmore. And like I said, if you watch that previous video, I made mention that you can use Setmore as a standalone website, and if you already have an existing website, you can also embed Setmore into your existing website so that customers can directly from your current website book an appointment with you. Okay, so if that interests you, do make sure you watch this video to the end. I'm going to make sure that all of the features, all the integration I mentioned that you can get from Setmore, I make sure I touch each and every one of them so that once you are setting up them, you won't have problem with setting up your own Setmore account. So if you're excited about this, like I said, do make sure you watch the video to the end. And if you are new to this channel, do make sure you click on that subscribe button to subscribe to the channel, and also on that bell icon so that you can get notified of any future subsequent video. So with that, guys, let's get into the video proper. So right now I'm on the Setmore page. So to come over to this page, just follow this link that you can see on the screen. I'll also leave the link in the description of this video. Just a little disclaimer, it's an affiliate link and I'll be getting into commission once you sign up with this link at no extra cost to you. This helps us to fund some necessary expenses while creating this video and just to make sure that we keep creating quality videos like this. So do make sure you use this link on the screen right now to come over to this page. So right now we're already on the Setmore page. I won't be going through the explanation of telling you what you stand to get when you use Setmore. I'm just going to go ahead and start to show you. So just come over here and click on Start Free. So Setmore actually has a free and a paid version. And like I said, we are going to be using the free version so that I can show you what you can get using the free version. So I'm going to be using email. So there are other options. You can continue with Facebook or Google, but I'm going to be sticking with the email option. So let me go in and put in my name, email, and password. So I've put in all of those and then I click on sign up. So the next thing I'm going to be asked is to enter your brand name, your industry, and your phone number. So your brand name will be your business name, exactly. So let's say for this tutorial now, let's say I'm working with a legal industry. So let me click on the industry first. So you can see that there are a lot of industry, automotive, barber shop, beauty, business, cafe, charity, and the like. So if you scroll down, you see that there are a lot of services. That's to tell you how wide Setmore is. Setmore can work for a whole lot of businesses and services, so you can see it here. But let's say for the purpose of this tutorial, let's say I'm offering legal services. So let me just give it a name that's okay. The brand name is Prosper Law. Okay, so let me just give it that name, Prosper Law. Okay, then I add a phone number. All right, so I then click on next. So it said confirm your time zone and your currency. So currently set to Nigeria. Okay, and then currency Naira. So whatever currency or whatever country time zone that you want to use, just feel free to fill in those details. Yes, so once you are done, so mine is okay like that. I guess based on my IP, it has automatically selected my country and currency. So I can click and finish. So you'll be welcome with this screen asking you if you want to continue with the free or you want to upgrade to the pro or the team. So we are going to continue with the free plan. Okay, so now this is what our dashboard is currently looking like. So you can see Prosper Loader is the name of our brand. Okay, so if you click on this arrow, you can hide this side panel. So if you want it back, once you click on it, it appears back. All right. So this is what our calendar is. So once we start to receive booking an appointment, you are going to be seeing everything right here. And it's also important to mention that this Setmore has an app. So if you go on Play Store or the Google Play Store or the Apple Store, you're going to just search for Setmore. Then you can also log in with the same login information you used to create your account. Okay, so once you use that to log in, you'll be able to see all of your appointment that you already have, that your customers or your clients have already booked. Okay, so it makes it much more easier. So that's one thing that makes it different from every other booking or appointment software. It has an app, unlike other ones that is just web based. Okay, all right, so this is calendar. You can see it here. That's why we are currently on the calendar side. So if you come over to services, so this is where you're going to create the list of services. So by default, they've created these 3 services for us, just as an example. Okay, so and then if you also want to create a class, if you want to host classes, so you can also do that here. So now out of all those 3 services, so let's say we want to create our own services, so you can go ahead and delete this and create yours. Okay, but let me just leave it there. So just come over here and click on this plus. So you can see we want to create a service, click on plus. So this is where I'm going to upload an image for the service. Okay, so let me just upload a random image. All right, so I've uploaded this as an image, okay, to represent for this particular services. So let me just call it family law consultation. Okay, so here you are going to write a description. You can say describe your services to booking paid visitors. So what should they expect is exactly, so this is where you're going to put your description. So I can just say having issues in your marriage. Or family, we are here. All right, so just something like that. Okay, so thanks to Grammarly for correcting some of those errors. Okay, all right, so so this is what your description can be. You can just tell them what to expect, and then that's it. So how long do you want this service to be? So this is where you can enter it. So let's say I want it to be 45 minutes. Okay, so if you also want it to be in hours, then you put the approximate value in hours. So maybe it's a 2 hours consultation, then I'm just going to put it as 120 minutes. Okay, so maybe this now I just want it to be 45 minutes. Then you can add the buffer time. So if you click on this here, it said add time to prep in between 2 consecutive appointments. So what it means is that now for this particular service, we put it for 45 minutes. So what it means that if you are done with a particular customer or a particular client for that 45 minutes, how many minutes break do you want to take before the next appointment? Okay, because if you leave it empty like that, once you are done, maybe from 1 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. So automatically you have to start your next appointment from 1:45 to 2:30. Exactly. So, but if you want to take a break between each of those appointments, this is where you can put that time. So maybe I want to take a 15 minutes break after each appointment. I'll just put it here. Then what's the cost? Okay, so if you want to charge for those appointments also, you can put a cost. But if you don't want to charge, you can just leave this empty. Okay, so let's say I want to charge for each of those appointments. I want to charge about 15,000 naira. Okay, then you enter your location. So you are doing in person, so you can leave it as in person. Okay, then for the category, so we've not created category, don't worry, we're still going to do that. Then for the team, we currently have 1 person who will provide this service. You can see we already have, we've created only 1 team member. Then you can click on create. So you can see this is it here. So, but if you want to have any reason to edit, so once you click on these 3 dots, you can always come back to edit. So don't forget, we've not created category. So let's quickly do that. So let me come back to services. Or you can just click back. So you can see new service category. So let's do that. So let me call this legal consultation. So let me just call this consultation. Okay, then I can select the services that I want to add under that category. So let me just put only this one that we just created, and I click on create. So let's say I want to create another category for the services, and I click on plus. Then let me call this meeting. So I can go ahead and add these other services that was created by default. So just to let you understand what category means, okay? So now under consultation now, I can just come over here, click on edit. Let's see. Okay, you can see it has fitting, and I can add each service under multiple category also. All right, so that has automatically fixed itself. So this is how you go ahead to create services. So if you want to create classes also, it's the same process. Just come over to classes and see you have different class category, but you can, if you just click on this plus here, you can also create a class. Okay, so you just give a class title, the duration, the seat, and then the cost, the location also, and then whatever category that applies to it. Okay, so that is how you create a class. All right, so the difference between a class and a service. So just like the name, if you're offering a service now, you're offering a service to your client or your customer. But if a class, maybe you want to teach something by Zoom, and one basic difference between the service and the class is that for that classes, many people can book at the same time. Okay, they can make that appointment at the same time. For example, if you create a class and you say the class is scheduled to start by maybe by 1 p.m. on a particular day, as many people as possible can book at that same time. Okay, depending on the number of people that you set that can number of seats that you made available. But if it is a service, once somebody make a booking that, okay, I want to have an appointment with you tomorrow by 1 p.m., no other person can book that slot. Okay, so that's one thing you need to take note of. All right, so that is it on services. So let's come over to payment. So this is where you are going to connect your payment system. So this is where you are going to connect it so that you can accept payment. So once you come over here, you can see, just click on connect payment. And then we have Square, we have Stripe, PayPal, Cash. So if you want to receive cash, and then we have Low Pay. Okay, so if you want to accept payment, you can say accept booking page payment, enable customers to pay online ahead of time. So if you want them to pay ahead of time, just leave this checked on. So you can see to accept booking payment, you first need to connect Square, Stripe, PayPal, or LendPay. Okay, so once you click on any of these, so let's say we want to add let's see which of them. Let's say we want to add Stripe. So you can see, then you click on connect. So it will redirect you to this page where you are going to have a Stripe account. You can use the same email address. Okay, so if you already have a Stripe account, you can also enter the email. It will redirect you to your Stripe account, and then you can just link it up. Okay, that won't be too much of a problem to do. Okay, so you can use any of these, and if it's PayPal you want to use, once you click on PayPal, you come over to click on connect. And you can see, so you just enter your email and then you select your country, and then you just follow up with the process. You'll be able to add a payment system so that you can start accepting payment. So once that is done, then you just check this on. So you can see, then once this is checked on, you'll be able, these other options will be available to you. Where it's saying require payment upfront, you can say switch off for payment to be optional at the time of booking. So if you want them to pay upfront, make sure this is checked on. But if you want it to be optional, you can leave it unchecked. So we do like to apply additional charges or reduction like tax and other things. So if you want to add, maybe you want to charge for tax and every other thing, so you can see it here, add. Once you click on this, add charge or reduction. Okay, so but these options will be available after you must have linked one of these payment system. Okay, so that is it on payment. So if you come over to customers, so all the customers that you might have, you're going to find their informations here. And you as the administrator or the back end of the account, you can also add customers manually. So you can add their name, their phone number, email, their company name and their address and all of this. Okay, so you can also do that from the back end. And it just another thing you need to take note is that everyone that wants to make appointment with you will also need to sign up at the point of doing that. Okay, so there are other integrations that you can do. So if you want to integrate any of this, if you watch the previous video I did where I was doing a walkthrough, so if you want to integrate your Facebook, your Instagram, you can do that. If you want to integrate Zoom, that is where if you are hosting classes, you can also do that. So if you should also come down here, Google reviews, if you want reviews from your, you can see get competitive by showcasing standouts Google review on your booking page. Okay, so these are other things that other booking website booking. So if you want to integrate WordPress, so you can see you can download the plugin and then you upload the Setmore plugin into your WordPress site so that you can embed your Setmore account into your WordPress site. So there are other CRM that are here that you can also integrate So if you also scroll down, whichever one you want to use, just click on it and then you follow along to integrate them into your Setmore account. All right. So let's look at the settings. There are a lot of options here. So this way you are going to customize what your booking site is going to look like. Now look at here, we have upload a banner. So let's click here and to upload a banner. So over here, you're going to be seeing what your booking page will look like. Okay, so and this is the link here. So let me click on upload banner. So just for tutorial purpose, I don't want to use this car as an example. I know it doesn't fit with what we are using now as a law or law niche or law industry, but just to put you through. So you can see now this is what it's currently looking like. So add our logo. So let me upload a logo. All right, so let me use this as our logo, Capital City Legal. So apply. So you can see this is our logo, then this is our business name. So if you want to also change, if you have reason to change it, this is where you can change it. Then your booking page URL. So this is it, prosperlaw.setmore.com. So that's what people are going to use to access your booking page. So let me copy it now. If you open it in incognito window and show you what it looks like. So let me first save this. So let me open a new incognito window. So this is what your link will be, your booking link. Okay, so you can see this is the car we just added as that background image. Okay, Prosper Law, you can see the book. Now, then these are the services, consultation. So you can see this is it. And then for the meeting, you can see these are the category we created. We created the category for meeting, we created the category for consultation. So if there are any services you added under those category, it will appear here. Okay, so we are still going to come back to this, but let's round up with the settings first. Okay, so this is where you're going to write about your company, about your brand. You can say tell the world about your brand. We are a professional legal firm. So let me just put this and stop there. Okay, so we are a professional legal firm. So the appearance here, you can select your brand color. So you can see. So let's say I want to use green. So you can see the effect here. Your button will turn to green. If I maybe red, so you can see it here. So your button shape. So you can see all these things are customizable. Okay. Then the theme, do you want the system theme, the light theme, or the dark theme? So you can see it here. Okay. So if you want to upload pictures about some pictures that deals with your services, so this is where you can do that. So if I click on upload now, let me upload some pictures so that you see where it will appear on the booking page. So you can see here I've uploaded about 5 gallery here. So, and I've also changed this background image here. You can see I've changed it here to make it look better. Okay, so after this, the next thing is you're going to add, you say, let your lead and customer know how to reach you. Okay, so this is where you're going to add your contact email. Okay, so you can add an email that is different from the email you use in signing up, which is advisable. Okay, so maybe you have a business email now. Maybe, for example, you can just put it. So you can put in your email here. So having a customized email will look more professional. Then you enter your phone number. So whatever phone number you enter here, these are the information that your client or your customers will see. So you can see that it can also be different from the one you use while signing up. You need to take note of that also. So once you put in your phone number, if you want to add more, if you want to add additional phone number, additional email, you can do that here. Okay, so let's come down to location. So provide a business address to list on your booking page. All right, so let's just put the random address here. So let's say okay, all right, so let me use that Ogbomoso, your state. So your country, your currency, if you need to change it also, you can then do that. Remember, we selected our currency when signing up. So if you want to change it, you can do that here. Now this is where you enter your business hours. So I liked when your business opens and closes on your booking page. Okay, so you can see it's currently set to Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you have a different date, just come over here and then you can select. Maybe you want yours to be a different day, and then on Saturday and Sunday, if you don't want, if your business is not open on weekends, you can indicate it here by on checking this off. But if it is open, you can also check it on. Maybe you want it to close early on Saturday, maybe by 2. So you can do that, and then maybe you want to be closed throughout Sunday. All right, so all these options is available. Your time zone, you can also select your time zone here. Now, then link, it said drive booking visitors to your site, social media, and more. So this is where you enter your website. So let me say PhD Tech. So this is where you enter your website, your Instagram, your Facebook, and if you click on add more, so if you want to add TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, or a custom link, okay, so you can also do that here. All right. So let's see what other options. So those are the options that is available here. So just click on save. Okay, so that is under brand. So if you also come to your profile, before we click on your profile, you can see all the settings that we are doing here. It is under your brand. The brand details, the appearance, the contacts, location, business hour, your link, they are under brand. So if you come over to your profile, so you can see this is where you are going to be seeing all of this information here. The link, your location, your time, the emails. Remember, this is the email that we use to create the account and the phone number. Okay, so under integrations, so it will show you all some of the integrations that you've added, if there's any, then the list of services, your working hours, then your break. So we didn't add any break. If you want to add break, you can also add break. Then for time off, no time off to display. So if you want to add some time off, that means on maybe certain day that you won't be available, so that bookings won't be made on those days. Okay, so you can add it there. If you just want it to be, you can say, do you want it to be daily, annually, or maybe weekly? Maybe on a particular day of the week, you want to make sure that people are not unable to book your service. You can also do that here. That's be a time off. Okay, and if there's any updates, you can see it here. All right, so that is it on your profile. So the next one is your team. Okay, so there's only one team here. If you want to add another team, so you can click on the plus button here. You add another team member. Okay, so let me say I want to add another team member. Let me call this Prosper 2. So as the second, then you add the email of the person, then what permission level do you want to give? Okay, is it as an admin, enhance the standard? You can see all the things that they'll be able to do will be highlighted here. As an admin, will also have equal rights as you have. You can see enhance permission plus the ability to manage all account settings. For enhance, for standard, no access. Okay, so those are the options that are available here. Remember that when we are creating a services, it was asking us that who will offer that service. So this is where you can create more team member, okay, so that once they are booking your services, they can select who among the team member they want to choose. Or you can also select that, okay, for this particular service, this is the team member that will offer this particular service. Now, a practical example is this: if you are offering maybe like a legal services now, you can select, let me go there and show you. So let me come back to services, and then if I click on service, the one that we created earlier, so if I click on edit, so you can see who will provide the service. So this is where all your team member will appear. The team member you created will appear. Then you can select who among the team member will be able to offer that particular service. Okay, so that's the essence of that team member. I hope that makes sense. So if you're finding value in this video, please give the video a thumbs up. Okay, so now we are done with team member. Let's come over to services. We are done with services. So this is at services. Then let's come to general. So let's see the options that we have here. So this is where you just select your preferred language, okay, on that general. So there's nothing much to do there. Let's come over to our booking page. So now this is giving us an overview of what our booking page currently looks like. So there are other settings too that are available here. This is what it's looking like on mobile. If you want to see it on desktop view, this is what it's looking like on desktop view. Okay. So now booking policy, the lead time, how many notice do you require before an appointment? Okay, so you can select how much notice do you need before people can book an appointment. So what this means is that if you want them to book an appointment maybe 2 days before the appointment time, this is where you can enter it. So you just put maybe 2 days. Okay, so that means you can't book an appointment today and then you expect that the appointment should be tomorrow. Okay, what I mean is that you can't come on the website on our booking page today now and book an appointment tomorrow. Exactly, you have to give it like 2 days. And if you don't want it to, maybe it's in hours or minutes. Okay, maybe if you want to book an appointment with me now, you need to book it 60 minutes before that time or 45 minutes before that time. This is where, and if you want it to be in hours, maybe 2 hours earlier, you must be on the website to book that appointment. So this is what this means. Then booking slot size is currently set to 15 minutes, and I will explain to you once you want to do a test. Then scheduling window, how far in advance can customer schedule an appointment? So this is where you select, okay, maybe today is on the 1st, and then you want people to schedule as appointment up until maybe on the 20th of the month. So that means you're going to put 20 days ahead. That means people can book an appointment how many days ahead, how many months ahead. Okay. So this is what this means. Then cancellation policy, how soon before an appointment can customer reschedule or cancel? Okay. So must it be an hour before or 2 hours before they can cancel? Once that time has elapsed, they can't cancel the appointment again. So that's what this means. How soon before an appointment can customers reschedule or cancel? Okay. So maybe you're having an appointment in an hour time and you can cancel it maybe an hour before that time. So this is where you select it, or maybe 2 hours before that time, or a week before, or maybe you don't even, once you book an appointment, you don't want them to cancel it, then you select never. Okay. So it's a matter of preference. Okay. So for booking preference, it's saying here that what section will be visible to your booking page visitor. So if you want all these options to be visible, you can leave this checked. So if you also scroll down, booking flow, streamline the scheduling experience to fill your calendar faster. So first name, available appointments, skip team members. So all of these options is a matter of preference. Okay. Customer login. So that means, and if you don't understand what it means, you can see all this circle with this eye on it. You can just click on it to tell you what it means. Okay. Enable customer to manage their booking online using individual profile. Okay. So if you want this, you can check it. So if you want to hide Setmore branding, so that means you don't want Setmore logo to show on your booking page. If you check, but it's only available on the Pro. Okay. Allow online scheduling, allow online cancellation. Okay. So if you want people to be able to cancel a booking online, if you want that option, you can check it. Okay. All right. So now for the contact feed, what form would you display when customers book online? So what are the informations do you want to collect from your customers or from your clients when they are booking? So their phone number, if you want it to be required, make sure you click on required. Email, their address, if you want them to put in their address, their email. If there's any other information you want to collect, exactly, make sure you then click on add feed. You give it a name. Maybe you want to also, you want them to add a short note, depending on your service anyway. Short notes, and you can click on add. Then if you want it to be required, you click on this required. So you can add as many as possible. Okay. So under customization, select standard display preference for your booking page. Okay. So preferred language, English, time format, if it's 12 hours, week starts on when, Monday or Sunday, depends on you. Okay. All right. So what will visitors see when they browse your page? So they'll see your services and class, your service. So all these things, if you want them to see all of this information, just leave this checked. Okay. So customize the section labels on your page. Display service as service. Okay. Display team member as team member. So if you want to change all of this time because of your service, you can also change them. Okay. So you can see display ZIP code as what. For example, now zip code will show as zip code, but if you want to use a different term, you can enter the term that you want to use here. Okay. So maybe yours, you don't want to show it as a service, maybe because your service is not the right keyword for the kind of industry that you are. So you can change it here. Maybe you don't want to use the word service. Okay. You can, then maybe team member. You don't want to use the word team member. For example, if you are offering, if you're in the medical industry now, maybe you don't want to use the word team member. You want to use the word doctor. Okay. So this is where you can just put the word doctor, and anywhere there's team member, you should change it to doctor, especially on the booking page. All right. So that's what this actually means. Okay. So for booking policy, you can come in here and put in your booking policy here, or you can put a link that will link to a page on about your booking policy. Then your terms and condition, also the same thing, you can put it here. So display a checkbox to confirm customer accept your terms before booking. Okay. So if you want them to accept, if you want to create your terms and condition, okay, and then you create your terms and condition, you want them to make sure that they click on it as a requirement, then you make sure you check this. Okay. But this option will be available after you must have put in a link to your terms and condition. So once you are done with all of these settings, then just click on save. All right. So once that is done, the next thing is the branding app. So if you want to notify customers about the app, about the Book Me app, you can check these options here. So for payments, we've also talked about payments. This is where you can add your payments. For reports, this is where you're going to see reports about some of the bookings that you've received and how well you are performing. Okay. Then let's look at billings. So this is where you can, if you want to upgrade, so this is where you come over to billing and you want to upgrade your plan for any reason whatsoever. So this is where you can do that. All right. So you can see we are currently on the free plan. Like I said, we have up to 4 users. Okay. So then for notification, under notification, this is where you can set up how you want yourself and your customer or your clients to receive notification. Okay. So select the real-time updates to receive. Select the real-time updates to receive all. Team notification, if you want to receive all this kind of notification, reminder email, yes, everything is checked. So, everything is okay like this. The settings with notification is okay, but if you feel like you want to change anything here, you can come over to notification and change everything. All right. So let's come over to reviews. So if you have a Google Business page or Google Business account, and you can connect you can connect your Google reviews, so that reviews that you've received on your Google Business page can also show up on your Setmore booking page. So you can just come over here and then you connect it. Okay, so that's it on that. Then this is just for security. Require each team member in your account to provide the verification code to log in. Okay, so this is a matter of preference. If you want that, you can enable it. So with that, now I've walked you through all of the options on how to set up your Setmore account and to create your services and the likes. So now let's look at what the booking system currently look like on the front end. So let me just refresh this. So you can see it here. This is what it's going to look like. So let me just do a booking and then just to walk you through. So once a client come on your booking page, so you can see this is services, this is team. So you can see it here, then the gallery. So you can see those images that I added. And then the reviews. So all the whatever reviews that you've received, you see it here. So let's say I want to book for a service now. I come to consultation, maybe I want to book this particular service. So you can see this way I'm going to select, I've selected the date now. Then I want to book the service. Now you can see that for Saturday and Sunday is not bookable because we selected it as day off. Okay. So for this now, maybe I want to select 9 a.m. So you can see this is how I go. Then I'll need to create an account before I can create a booking. So that's how I set. But here it show you a summary of everything. Okay. So let me just come over here and click on create profile. So remember that the profile I'm creating here, I'm creating a profile as a client or as a customer, not as the service provider. So you need to get that. I'm creating an account as a client. Okay. So let me just fill in all of these details real quick. All right. So I haven't filled out this. You can see there's a short note here. And remember when I was setting up that service, I made sure that the note is required. Okay. So as booking it, I might just give a short note. It could be anything, maybe my expectation of why I'm booking that service, or there's another additional information I want to give to the business that I'm booking from. Okay, so then I click on confirm. So you can see the booking has already been confirmed. Now remember that I didn't have to pay, because remember that when I was setting up the booking system, we didn't check the option to accept payments because I didn't want to go through the process of linking Stripe and Square. But it's pretty straightforward. Once you select whatever payment gateway you want to use, just put in your emails, follow the instruction on the screen, and then you'll be fine. So once that is done, if anyone is booking, they will definitely need to make the payment instantly. Okay, so you can see I've already booked an appointment already. So these are the details of the appointment. You can see it here. Now let me go to my email address as the business owner. So you can see it now. As a business owner, I'm going to receive an email. So you can see it now. I can easily add it to my calendar. You can see this will pop up in your email. So you can see new appointments. And right here to give me details about the appointment that I've just received. This is going to be the provider. This is the information about the customer. So you can see it here. You're going to see the customer email, the address, and all the information that was provided by the customer. And I can easily add it to my calendar. Now, one thing about this is that they'll keep sending me a reminder. That's one thing I like about Setmore. Setmore will keep sending me a reminder. They will also keep sending the client or the customer also a reminder about the service. Now, if I also go to the back end of my Setmore account, I'm also going to see it there that I already have. So once I come here and I click on calendar, so you can see it indicates that I already have a booking here. So if I click on it, it will also show provide information or details about the new booking that I've received. So you can see the name of the service, the cost, the duration, the buffer time, the exact time for that the service was booked from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So the reason why it's showing 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. is because it has added the buffer time. Okay, so the information about the customer or the client and every other thing. All right. So with that now, I've walked you through how to create a Setmore. We've done a test booking to show you how it works. So guys, I hope you find value in it. If you do, please give the video a thumbs up. So basically, this is how you go ahead to create a Setmore account, and then you create your services, you create your class, and then you can get started with receiving appointments for free. You can get started for free. Okay, so do make sure you use that link you find in the description to create an account and get started with Setmore. So guys, I hope you find value in this. Please, if you do, again, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have any question or any comment with respect to Setmore, do let me know in the comment section below. And before I go, if you have any challenge with Setmore, you can easily reach out to their customer support. So if you come over to their website, you see they have a live chat and they are very responsive. Okay, they are very, very responsive. They have a very quick response rate where you'll be chatting with real human, not bots or bots. Okay, so guys, thank you very much for watching this video. Please do make sure you subscribe to the video, like the video, share the video, and with that guys, I'll see you all in another video. Bye for now.